Alright, Dragon Ball Sparking Zero came out in October of 2024, which was about 10 months ago. The game was basically a dream game for me. I grew up playing the Tenkaichi games. Budokai Tenkaichi 3 was one of my favorites, still is one of my favorites of all time, so to see them come out with a fourth iteration of the series was like a dream come true for me. And personally, I absolutely love the game. I still play it a lot. It's super fun, and nobody seems to think so. So, this video is in defense of Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. So honestly, I've got a list of the things that I see people say they don't like about it a lot. I'm just kind of going to go through them one at a time. First and foremost, the online servers are bad. I don't think I've ever seen a game come out where people said, man, the online servers are great, you know? So, I'm sure that there are valid gripes with the online servers, but this game is constantly being worked on. And I think that people have a bad experience and then they just don't give it another shot. I don't know. I haven't had any bad experiences personally with the online server, but I do play local more often. I prefer to play couch co-op style. I kind of feel like that's what the Budokai Tenkaichi franchise is built for, is that kind of gameplay. Certain characters get exploited, or the game is unbalanced. That's the whole point of Budokai Tenkaichi. It's the most accurate Dragon Ball game in that way, because in what world are you playing Krillin and I'm playing Jiren and I'm beating you, and that doesn't feel right, you know? Like, the characters can't be balanced. That's not the point of the game. Like, all of Dragon Ball is such a massive power scale, and that's why the DP system exists, basically, which I think is one of the greatest systems ever implemented in gaming. It just gives each character a value of destruction points based on how powerful they are, basically, and then you can choose more characters that are less powerful, versus if you choose the more powerful characters, you can't choose as many of them, so it kind of evens out. It may not be perfect, but it does a great job, as far as I can tell, in making the game competitive, making it a good time. That's what me and my buddy play that mode all the time. But it's just, it feels pointless to say, oh man, this game is so unbalanced, because obviously it's so unbalanced. If it was balanced, it would be stupid. Like, how am I playing Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta and getting beat by Chaozu because they're an even match? Like, they're not supposed to be. It's fun. It's like, and in that way, the game can't really be competitive. So I feel like people complaining about the online gameplay have a lot of problems with that. It can't really be a fair competitive game unless you like put really specific rules in place, because it's not supposed to be even. That's not the point. It's just fun. Lackluster story mode. Okay, I don't think I agree with that, but I understand it, at least, I guess. I think that in Budokai Tenkaichi 3 they had the sagas, where, you know, you would flip through them, and in Budokai Tenkaichi 2 they had more of a kind of Kakarot map thing going on. They switch it up every time. It's all going to be more or less sort of the same story, although in this one we get the super stuff, obviously, which was great to play through. I think that they went for an interesting route this time in making all the different characters playable, and then you go through their stories. And I really enjoyed it, honestly. I mean, I blitzed through it. Like, I got up so excited to play, and I hadn't felt that way about a video game in a while. But, you know, I mean, there are certain characters, like Vegeta's path isn't very long. Like, I get where you're coming from, but at the same time, you've played the story. Like, you know what happens. Like, none of this is new to you. Or maybe it is. And if it is, then they do a great job at highlighting the moments that are important for each character, because, I mean, how many times do you want to do the same fights on Namek? Like, you know, and how many people do you want to play as fighting Vegeta and Nappa and the Saiyamen, and, you know, it's just, we could do every fight in Dragon Ball, but it wouldn't be fun. So, I don't know, I think that they had a good idea, head was in the right place. With the what ifs, the extra scenarios, that's how they tried to spice it up, and I do think that was cool. I mean, there was a lot of hype around the Gohan Black ending when that came into light. and that was super cool. I was like, oh man, I got to get to that ending. And I was trying to figure out how to do it. So I don't think it's the greatest story mode I've ever played, but I think that it was very effective in getting me into the game, teaching me how to play, running me through the the all-star fights. It gave me what I wanted, and I had a great time with it. And when I get bored, there's enough for me to go back to on my own without having to wait for somebody to play with me. So I'm not complaining myself. Missing basic necessities such as a random stage selector. I mean, we're getting a little nitpicky here, but I'll give you that one. All right, how about that? Like, I wouldn't, yeah, sure, add a random stage selector. I don't know how hard that is. Probably not that hard. I will say, at the beginning, I was bumming a little bit because, like I said, I play local a lot, and the game didn't have a lot of options for maps, for local maps, for co-op split screen. But they added them, you know? The game is constantly being worked on. They're making it better and better every month. They added all the maps, and I was happy, you know? I feel like they do listen to the fans a lot of the time with this game, because I've gotten a lot of the things that I thought, oh, well, I do wish it kind of had this, and then I get it, so maybe they'll add a random stage selector. Individual transformations being listed as separate characters. Once again, we're being very nitpicky here, I feel. I mean, how the characters are displayed is really a preferential thing, but I don't mind having them all as separate characters. It shows you your options rather than having to dig through and trying to remember, oh wait, could Vegeta always go Super Saiyan 4, or could you only do that if you go to... Actually, we don't even have a GT Vegeta, that was a bad example. Can Goku always go Super Saiyan 4? Or wait, can he only go Super Saiyan 4 if you pick GT? You know, it keeps you from having to dig around each of the characters like that. So, I didn't think of that as a bad thing at all. I thought that was fine, maybe even a pro in my book. Daima taking up DLC. It's the new thing. What else is gonna take up DLC? I mean, Daima has not been everybody's cup of tea. It's fun. Toriyama made it, he liked it, so we should like it, basically. But, you know, I mean, I do wish that we could get some of the characters that haven't been animated yet, the manga characters, into the game. But I understand why they can't do that. You know, I mean, that would be pretty unprecedented to pull characters from the manga that haven't been animated yet and put them in the game. I'm sure, knowing what legal battles they're going through right now, that is just not on the table at the moment, unfortunately. And if it comes on the table, maybe they'll do it. But without that being available, what else are they supposed to put for the DLC? Daima's the new thing. So that's where I'm at with that. And the Daima characters are fun. Spam-based combat. This goes back to the, I mean, first of all, that's not even really as true with this game. There's a lot to it, like you can legitimately get good, but on the other hand, like I said earlier, it's not meant to be a balanced game. It's never going to be like fair and competitive. So if you feel like slamming buttons is how you want to play, I don't know what to say about spam-based combat. You can just slam buttons. And you might do all right, but I don't even know what to say about this. It's always been... Okay, let me bring you back to Budokai Tenkaichi 3. How about that? So I played that game on the Wii, and that was half of the fun part, was just spamming the motion controls when 60% of the time they weren't even going to work. Like, it made it so fun because you get so worked up and so, come on, come here. And, you know, so I feel like it's not really that the game is spam based. Like, there are a lot of combos and a lot of special moves, and there's a lot of technique involved. It's just, it's a high intensity, like, they want you to feel like you always got to be pressing buttons. You want to be like on the edge of your seat kind of gameplay, and I love that. No ultimate battle in Mission 100 is another thing that I've seen people miss from which was in the previous game, and that one I did like those modes. I do wish they were in the game. I also understand that if they put everything they put in the last game in the new game, what's the point of making a new game? So, I mean, they did add a lot of interesting stuff, like the what if scenarios, the create your own battles were kind of the big thing I think that they were excited about for an alternative mode in this game. And they have been fun, and they're cool, and they give you an opportunity to get creative, and, you know, I know I'm glazing the game, basically, is what this video is about. I'm not going to say that everything is perfect and your opinion is absolutely wrong, but I just think that the game gets a lot of grief, and people are always hating on it, and I don't, you know, I feel like if you want to have fun, you're going to have fun with the game. Like, all the tools are there, everything is available for you. Me and my boy play all the time, and we just have a blast, and that's that, basically. I mean, I don't know what to say on that. It's the most fun game, is at least one of the most fun games that's come out in a long time for me, personally. I just have had a blast playing it. There's so many different characters that you can't possibly get bored. I think the gameplay is really great. It's very fun. It just gets better. Like I said, they keep making it better. I'm excited for the next DLC. That's where I'm at. I think that's, you know, off the dome, that's pretty much all I got. I just wanted to put that out there, you know. All the negativity about the game, I wanted to get out there and support it a little bit. But let me know what you think. You guys, have you played the game? Do you agree with me? Do you think it's overhated? Or do you think that I am just glazing it because I have nostalgia for it and I'm stupid for having fun and stuff? Let me know in the comments. Also, if there is something you would change about the game, what would it be? Let's get that going in the comments as well. That's all for right now. Thank you guys very much for watching. If you're here, I appreciate it. Have a great day, and don't forget what Goku says. First and foremost, the online servers are bad. Bad start to a video. First and foremost,